Welcome to the Fallout for Cyber Weekend, and of course the new train stuff too. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So Phantom Revenge is still up on Gamer's Choice. You can use discount code MK40 to pick up anything that you might possibly need from over here. This also includes they still have the deck cores up and running for you as well. Same thing with Kongs. They still have a lot of the deck cores and things up over here as well. Discount code MK40 will save you on your purchase for anything over here. And Kongs is doing this very, very cool mystery pack. Insider booster box codes for things from Burst Protocol, and a lot of really cool other things available. So I would check this out. This might be something kind of interesting that you might want to pick up. And I also got to mention here, due to production delays, the release of Phantom Revenge will be moved from December 5th to December 19th. This delay impacts the English language product in North America and Latin America only. So we talked about this over the weekend here, that we had seen Wednesday going into Thanksgiving that we already had heard the product delays were coming down. This was nothing that was unexpected, honestly, at this point. We had fair warning that this was going to be coming down from the top, and it actually did get notarized. So cool, we knew this 4 or 5 days in advance. Shock Pikachu face. Alright, so let's talk about what train cards are actually going topsy-turvy right now. Surge and Schedule Secret Rares. We now have a schedule card that can actually use this. It actually searches for this, puts a monster on the opponent's field, and then you can basically resolve Urgent Schedule to be able to combo up and do whatever you need to, essentially, on your turn, which is kind of a win, honestly. I mean, this is one of the best cards you could have, but Secret Rares have actually bumped up. I mean, $8. You hit the $10+ mark down here, and it continues to accelerate on up. So, I mean, at this point, I'm not necessarily surprised. This is just one of those, wow, I'm not shocked at all about this. You can also get the Ultra Rares. It looks like we got a couple of Ultras. The cheap $5 to $6 price point, and then of course you do eventually jump up to the $11 to the $16 range. It's very far and in between. I don't know what ratios are going to be for how many Urgent Schedule I'm going to want to play, because I don't know if I want to maximize this card, because like it is a good card, but it's like if I don't see the searcher for this, then this card is literally worthless going first, and that's unfortunately, a problem. At least, though, you can get the El Dorado versions down here for $1. Actually, surprisingly enough, these have actually hit $1 themselves. So we do have some actual consistency here with this. Mechanical Hound. So this is one of those, if you have no cards in your hand, your opponent can activate spell cards. This is the terror of trains, honestly. But for the versions of these that have been going up right now, 20, 10, 10, 16 at pennies. I mean, those were a while back, but all versions of Mechanical Hound, this thing does not have higher rarities. It looks like Speed Duel is probably going to be your highest printing. These DRO4s got a little bit of value, but kind of check in on this and see what you got. Of course, Gustav Max. We have a couple of versions of this. Remember, you can get the very nice Shonen Jump Ultra, which is still like $3. Get the Legendary Collection one. You can also get the Larts. Larts are probably, there's 51 Larts on the market. I don't think we're going to be seeing these going too bad anytime soon. You're still coming in like 3 to 4, so not too bad on that front. Oh, well, RIP to Gustav. Platinum Secret is also 24 cents. I mean, Gustav has so many weird versions about it. It's actually kind of crazy. Gustav Max QCRs. Yeah, it's still like $6, $7. I mean, there's an argument. Do you want the Lost Art or do you want the QCR for this? It just comes down to what your own personal preference is. Therion King Regulus. Yeah, looks like we got some big ol' sales beginning down here on Regulus. People saw trains and they've kind of lost their minds, which, I mean, I don't really blame them for. Regulus being that big negation piece that you can kind of roll on up and use to detour the opponent, is probably going to be incredibly strong. I mean, we typically tend to see this card being very, very impactful, at least on that front. Double-headed Angler Knuckler. This is also going to be another one to keep an eye on. Angler Knuckler is also the free body that gets a chance to come back, which we have talked about. We do like this. Somebody's bought 33 and 26. Oh my god, people are really, really, really feeling the train support today, man. Like, I'm honestly impressed with how much people are looking forward to for this train stuff. Like, you guys are crazy, man, for how much you want train support. Oh, hi, Legendary 5Ds decks. Kickback's over. I can finally have a piece of my sanity back on the market here. So, truly, I mean, how are these doing? I mean, $54. Oh, God. You can get them, what, 5Ds boxes with photo. Is this just, do we even get the decks here? Is this just, are we just selling the box? That's, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Interesting. But it looks like we've reseated back down to about 55. Gravity Behemoth. I talked about this yesterday in the What in the World Happened Here video, because truthfully, like, what in the world has happened here? Gravity Behemoth, this card really is touching, like, my fancy in, like, weird ways. $26, $30. You can jump on up to 43, but it's like, your sales data, I think, is the most interesting part, because, you know, we had one sale today at 30, and then you backtrack up to some insane numbers. 1126, you had 13. 30s, 29. You know, 1121, you had a big influx of these moving throughout the market. It's just kind of interesting just to see what's happened here. And also, Ladies Dragon, maybe talked about this too yesterday. I mean, $56, $57. But the thing that caught my attention with this was just look at the amount of sales that you had. Look at all the 12-1, the 1130s here. Like, going back here, even on the 1130s and the 1129s, like, these are turning over at were turning over at very quick numbers because of the store credit. So it's very interesting to see. We also had the Silent Wabi. Look at the pricing here, people. I mean, it still says 73 listings. But where they get you here is, look at all these one-ups. You know, you got to come back here and you got to find somebody that's, you know, you can get two here at $13s, but who's got a full play set? It's not until you get down here to me, actually, $1.45s, that you find, you know, play sets being available. So I guess that's kind of the problem with Wabi, is if you want a play set, you know, you got to pick them up. That's why I said, like, more of these moved recently than should have been moving. Just, there's a weird abnormality on the market, for sure. Peter, this Peter, yeah, 21s and basically 20s. Both versions of these they're getting lower on listings. They're starting to collapse down on themselves. I think you are starting to actually see some, you know, people starting to want to pick up Dispaters just for, you know, the overall market pressure here. 20s and 21s still working very, very nicely on this side of the market. Also, Ophidian has calculator cases and things up. I didn't get a chance to talk about this just yet, but you can get these, discount code MCO40, save you on your purchase. And of course, they have a bunch of other little releases and things down here on Ophidian's website. You know, you never know what kind of collectibles and things that you're going to want. Maybe you like a colorway or something, or something else. Recorded with this mat. The attribute mat is kind of nice for the price point. But yes, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. And GameStop customer sets record $30,000 trade-in with this Gengar, which is crazy, by the way. They actually got a payout of $30,000 for this. I'm not exactly, you know, sure how they got this, but, you know, it's kind of crazy to think about here that they had this thing running around out here, and we're just seeing some sort of craziness with GameStop. I swear, man, the trade-in stuff that they do is kind of wild but fun to watch. So what do you guys think about today's market? Please comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.